Welcome to another daily dose of peace. I will be your facilitator, Willow Green, and I'm so grateful that you are here with us today. So today we are going to start with movement. So those of you that this is your first video with me, welcome. We do normally a practice of chanting and then breath work. Today we're going to start with a little bit of a movement. So if you can, I'm going to invite you to stand up with me. If you're not standing, just do some arm circles in your chair. Do something. Let's just get the body moving today. Oh, I forgot to ask you what number you are. What number are you from 1 to 10?
I guess a 5.
Okay, so we're starting at a 5. All right, so movement. If you're watching the replay and can move fully with me, I invite you to move fully with me and twist and just unlock this body. Maybe shake a little bit. If you're in your chair, just shake your shoulders. Loosen them up a little. Kind of maybe lift them and drop them. Kind of like shrugs. Letting go of anything we're carrying, giving ourselves permission to just let go. Doing some neck circles. Slowing it down a little bit. Releasing whatever's going on in the neck. Switch directions. Give yourself a little bit more shake. Go ahead and lift your hands and grab your left wrist and pull it over to the right. And feel that side stretch. Back to the center. Grab the other wrist and go the other way. And back to the center. And again, let's just shake it out. Shake, 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 whatever you got left. And let's meet sitting. We'll go back to my chair. Oh, movement feels so good, doesn't it? Releasing the neck, releasing everything. Okay, we are going to get right into our chanting. So again, for anyone who is just joining us for the first time, it's 10 minutes. The intention is to focus the eyes, either focus on your third eye, look up between your eyebrows, and you can have your eyes softly closed. Look at the end of your nose and focus your eyes there, or pick a spot on the wall and just focus your eyes. We're going to focus our eyes, and then we're going to chant sa, ta, na, ma over and over. And we're going to touch the fingers while we do it. Sa, ta, na, ma. And this is training our breath, training our nervous system, and training our ability to be fully present in our experience and in our body. Whoever is controlling our emotions is controlling us. And so this is a great practice to regulate our emotions and regulate our energy and bring ourselves back to ourselves. So with that, I will go ahead and start the timer. And if you want, please feel free to put background music on, something soft, to set the tone in your space. I'm still working on how to have my music be heard. So I appreciate you, and excuse me, my body is releasing some stuff. It's working magically right now, doing exactly what it's supposed to. All right, let's begin. Satanama, 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 Satanama. 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 And take a deep breath in and relax. Mm. The vibration always makes me feel so amazing within my body. The more I chant, the more benefit I see from it. I remember in the beginning how hard it was for me to continue chanting and to understand the power of what was happening. And yet I could feel my energy shift when I actually chanted and showed up and did the work. And so I really appreciate you showing up and chanting and doing the work. Um, that's where the magic comes in. And just like everything that we do when we begin, we're not experts. We don't see results. If we want to play basketball and we go to our first practice, we are not an amazing basketball player. We are not able to dribble that ball excellently. It takes time, it takes dedication, it takes practice to learn how to dribble that ball and control it. The same goes for our breath and our chanting and our health and our mental state. It requires dedication, it requires discipline, it requires practice. And as we work that muscle, we feel the shift slowly sometimes. And that's okay as long as we are actually feeling the shift. So, with that being said, let's take that into the box breathing. That's the next part of our practice, which is breathing in for a count of 4, holding in for a count of 4, exhaling for a count of 4, holding out for a count of 4. And we can count to 4 in our mind. We can continue the chant that we just practiced, Satanama, for our 4 count, and or we can use the fingers. So again, we're training our nervous system so that when we feel anxiety, when we feel panic, or when we are in a state that we need clarity, these are all tools to come back to us, to clear our mind, to move through the fear, to move through the anxiety, that sensation, that energy charge. That lasts about 90 seconds. And so these tools that we're practicing, if we can chant during that time, when we want to scream, when we are feeling very intense energy, the chanting is a great way to move through that energy in a graceful way for yourself. Sometimes we say things we wish we didn't because we can't take words back. The chanting is a great way to bring it back in and move through energy charges in a very safe and constructive way. The box breathing is something that they train Navy SEALs for. It's to regulate the nervous system, regulate the breath. It brings us back in. And when we're able to control our breath and regulate our breath, we're able to regulate our emotions. Our breath is directly connected to our thoughts. So when we're able to slow down the breath and regulate the breath, we're able to slow down the thoughts and regulate the thoughts. And that is when we're able to then return to a state of peace, to a state of presence, to a state of clarity, and make very conscious decisions, responding versus reacting. So with that being said, I will set the timer and let's begin our box breathing. In, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold out, 2, 3, 4, in, hold, release, hold, in, hold, release, Hold, inhale, and on your own. Deep breath in and release the box breathing. I feel amazing right now. How about you? I'm going to unmute you. What were you saying?
I feel better. What I'm feeling is that I'm starting to be able to get inside me.
So when you're building that intuition and that muscle, that, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. So you're feeling the difference and you're feeling that slowly it's working, but it takes your understanding, it takes time and discipline and practice. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited that you're feeling that.
And I also think just me putting on instrumental music with some great scenery here has just been amazing.
Which is a whole nother part of the point is that you're figuring out what works for you in your space because it doesn't matter what works for me because I'm not in your space. So that's beautiful. I'm so happy for you. Thank you so much for trusting me and for showing up every day. I
You
so
bet.
appreciate you. I'm excited. I'm excited that you're feeling it. I'm excited to see where this is going. And I'm going to thank everyone and stop the camera. And I'm going to ask you how yesterday went. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for watching. That's watching the replay. And if you're here, I appreciate you. And you heard it. With time and practice, you start feeling the shift, but you got to show up every day in practice. So I'm so excited if you are doing this and that you are doing this with me, because if you're watching this, then you're doing it. So thank you so much. And hopefully I will see you tomorrow or see you live someday. Like, I would really love to see you, those of you watching the replay, to show up live and to meet you in person and to actually interact with you and communicate with you. That would be a gift for me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope to see you tomorrow.